concept of little brother is a common theme across rivalry games, but there is one where that term has floated predominantly over the landscape of a matchup. And when the Paul Bunyan Trophy is up for grabs, there is nothing little when these brothers start battling. Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. It's the Michigan State Spartans and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Michigan State's head coach told me before the game, one of the big keys in this game plan here today is to get their transfer running back the ball. He has been terrific all season and really paced this team, but today he has an opportunity to go over 1,000 yards. He is early and often in the script. Coach said, we want to run the rock, really make sure that he gets that mark, but more importantly, it helps our team win every Saturday when he's rolling. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Wolverines ready to kick it away first. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will have the football first. This game often testier than Michigan's rivalry with Ohio State, and the Wolverines applied a little extra sting winning a close one last year.
They did. You know, it just left a bad taste in everybody's mouth back in East Lansing all year long. They've talked about it. They've had to hear about it. They've listened to the gloating from their in-state rival. They're looking to flip the script today.
And that's what's so fun about rivalries. You get bragging rights, and especially in the same state, so much disdain for each other. It's so awesome. The fans go bananas, and Michigan State's definitely got something to prove.
Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is big.
And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got his man downfield. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. All the way back to the 15. He gets a block. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Wolverines offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes Andrew Marsh. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week, and we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
Quarterback making adjustments. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Finds us back in the middle. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's the big-time players and the Heisman candidates that have always stepped up and made big plays. So I can't wait to see what the best players in this game are ready to do.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Kick is in the air. Here's the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Unleashes one. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Spartans peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. They'll run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
That's reeled in. It's McCray. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Don't always have to get rid of it quickly if you have that type of protection and enough time for a receiver to run that slow-developing route.
No doubt. He comes across the field. There's going to be a...
There's got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sparty.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the way.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
They get him on the ground, and boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. He's got it again. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
From the gun, running back gets to give.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got his man on the right. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Shows him the stiff arm. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Here's Underwood to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Takes the handoff. It's Marshall. And into the end zone. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the break, and Michigan State has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. A first down run on the doorstep. And he's in! Touchdown, Wolverines! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. The sure hands, it's Moore. Got room at the 35. Rolled into enemy territory and all the way to the 44-yard line. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Grabbed behind the line. It's Moore. Could not make his way to the corner. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Lets it fly. Finds a man by himself. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in.
Could be an alley. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the option. Now the pitch. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Spartans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Motion from the wideout. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He might want another play. Throwing, Underwood. He unleashes a long one. Leaping grab for a big gain. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to it. There's a crease. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Underwood. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. And the Wolverines come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Stopped short of the first down marker, and now they might have to settle for the field goal and maybe tie the game going into the half. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Finds his big tight end. They kept him out of the end zone, but not before he gets it to the 1-yard line, and it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. Now Michigan State wants to stop the clock. It's their 2nd timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Michigan!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball.
He lets one fly deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Here's a heat. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Underwood. Moving away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Rushes on him. He just got rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing, and they're going to get him for grounding. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
3rd down coming up for the O after the incompletion. Here's Underwood to throw. He fires a bullet to the right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Well, that essentially ends up being a punt for the offense. 3rd down, you're taking a deep shot, and because you were able to make the tackle relatively quickly after the guy picked it off, it's essentially just flipping the field.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Fires to the big fella. Plows through the defense. Now the Spartans calling their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the all the way back. Touchdown, Wolverines. There's still plenty of time here, but huge momentum on their side.
Huge momentum. Way to get out the gates early. Early in the game to get up a couple scores, that is a beautiful thing. Takes the pressure off, puts the pressure immediately on the other side of the football. What a start.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. The run inside. It's Edwards. Doesn't find any room whatsoever here late in the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
One of the biggest days of the college football season, and we've got you covered here from the EA Sports Studios in Orlando. We start with a look at Ohio State in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Oregon Ducks.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Throwing, Underwood. Fires to the middle. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan Trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies of both.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. We're not talking about ranking trophies.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. The offense changing the play. Again, it's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Buchanan. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Underwood. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Underwood on the play action. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got out of trouble and throws. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey,
maybe some room here. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there.
And here's what I like about this play, man. First thing you do is take away the easy stuff. Make him react, get him outside the pocket, and now you got to catch him. You got to have a plan for a mobile QB when he gets out the pocket. Who's going to pull the trigger, come up, and chase after him? Nice discipline by this defense to get the sack.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Bringing the heat. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. The 30. He's at the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Spartans.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick six. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well, put their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow defensive touchdowns, the analytics show you your losing probability goes way up. Right now, they'd be out comfortably ahead if he would just stop giving the football to the other team. They need to settle him down before he gets back out on the field.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense.
And the seam on the left. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Makes a man miss. Across the 25, he's got room. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Michigan. All into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. That's 3 touchdowns in this game, and he's up to 11 on the season.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Michigan State's offense heads out, ready to go to work. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Running inside, it's Edwards. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Sweet cut there. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
I think the coaches sort of got together and decided, hey, on this drive, we're going to establish the run. We're going to be more physical. First 2 plays of the drive are run plays, and both have had success. The players have gotten the message very, very clearly. We've got to come out here, and we've got to win the line of scrimmage.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Off play action on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Moore. Got enough for the first. Might have a chance. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
The defense just got out-muscled at the point of attack there. And the back showed good vision, made a cut into the hole, first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The give, it's Edwards. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Touchdown, Sparty! Got it right in the heart of the end zone. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, developing story, guys, their best wide receiver is dealing with a few issues. Very banged up here in this game, but he is battling through it, still on the field, trying to perform for his offense. I'll keep you posted on how he's able to adapt here in the game. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
This one's complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Here's Underwood to throw. Under fire. He's got it right down the field. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. The Wolverines, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Play action with Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. And they did tack on the extra point. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Reporting from the Michigan State sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment. They've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little.
And these running backs are used to being split out in high school as a wide receiver, playing 7-on-7 as middle school and high school. You could tell how comfortable he was being a wide receiver near the sidelines. Didn't get nervous at all.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got an open man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job tackling that defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Wolverines! How about this defense taking one back to the house? They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And that just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Got a little space. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time, the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense got it, they're on the run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And the Wolverines with an absolute gift to start this drive with goal to go. Throwing, Underwood. Finds his big tight end. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. And the route is on. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. The Wolverines have a nice little cushion in that Paul Bunyan trophy almost within their grasp.
Sparty can't quit, though. This game means too much. In the rivalry, in the conference play, in recruiting, Sparty now has to dig deep, and they've got to fight back. Just takes one play, David.
Yeah, and these guys are a bunch of underdog guys, right? These guys, the ones that are talked about in this rivalry is inferior to Michigan all the time. You got a chance to keep fighting, showing what's inside your chest.
They'll start this drive with a pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. From the gun, wants to pass. And the misconnection on third down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
So here comes the Michigan offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Under fire. And it's a sack.
And that now, this guy's second sack of the game. We were talking to him leading up into this one. He said, you know, nobody respects my speed and nobody respects my athleticism. I don't think anybody thinks we can stop this guy, but I'm going to prove everyone wrong. And he has shown up today ready to wreck this game. He is having an outstanding day right now on defense.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Underwood. They get to him as he throws. What a grab with one hand.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. That 4th down penalty feels as if it is really going to be costly, but we're about to find out now. It's 1st and 10. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Wolverines want to crank the tempo. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Lets it go to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Spartans offense ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He lets it fly. He's got it at the 30. Runs through a man. He might have space. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Now this offense is back on the field. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Throws to the wideout. With the catch, it's Buchanan. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, create.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Michigan State! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And listen, it's getting late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter, and they got to make something happen when you're down by this much. But tell you what, this onside kick went like the defense and the offense is gone for this day.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. After that sack, they're in a different zip code now, 2nd and long working here. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Here's Underwood to throw. He uncorks one deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed behind the line, it's Edwards. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. As has been the case for the majority of this rivalry, it's Michigan who once again will take home a mighty Paul Bunyan trophy. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Palmer, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis.